I'm coming back at you. And just when I thought that we would not be reporting on Kanye anymore, there is a bit more to share with you. So let's get right to it because I think it's pretty good news. It is. From Milo's telegram, Ye and I have come to the mutual conclusion that I should step away from his political team. He is a genius who I have come to love and respect. We remain friends. I will continue to pray for Ye and all of his endeavors. So Milo is out, which I think is a good decision. I wanted to get to this part. It's the scoop from Laura Loomer. Multiple sources inside and outside of Ye's political apparatus confirm that Milo Yiannopoulos is no longer a part of the day-to-day political operations of Ye 24. Sources say a rift has developed between Nick Fuentes and Milo, and that Milo tried to get Nick fired from the campaign. Sources say this rift was developing even prior to the Tim Pool interview. On his telegram today, Milo announced he is no longer Ye's campaign manager. Milo is now trying to spin the story and says that he stepped away from Ye's political team. I don't like Milo. I get a bad vibe from him, and my vibes are usually pretty much on the money. Here's them landing in. All right, that's just them landing in Boston. In other news, I wanted to make this quick, but I don't know how quick it's going to be. So it appears that Balenciaga has already dropped the lawsuit that they filed against the producers of the campaign. They're taking all these different actions. Our current process for content has failed, blah, blah, blah. Anybody who knows anything knows that this went before many, many sets of eyes before it went out, and this was not done by accident. Balenciaga is dropping its $25 million lawsuits against the producers of a controversial ad campaign. Attorney for Balenciaga filed the notice of discontinuance Friday, according to the paperwork obtained by the Post. The president and CEO said in a statement, the celebrity adored company decided not to pursue litigation. In its initial filing, they were going after North 6 and Desjardins for inexplicable acts and omissions, which were malevolent or, at the very least, extraordinarily reckless. Here's the set designer, Nick Desjardins, dressed up in his high heels. This is, and here's, the pictures and the apologies and all that jazz. It's just what I thought. They were waiting for the heat to die down. They were waiting for see how many celebrities were going to walk away and all that kind of stuff. 2 tradies have been slammed for their decision to storm into a Balenciaga store and confront the employees. The tradesmen filled themselves calling out the staff for working for the fashion brand in light of its recent ad campaign. The pair then uploaded the footage of the workers to social
Another weekend
media. I want to make sure I'm sharing my audio with you. I was okay, all good. We got to wait for this ad. So we already know that they already came under fire for their ad campaign, and let's see what these workers did. Sometimes, here we go. Sometimes these stories don't have sound. Fashionistas are cutting up their designer clothing duds for the viral TikTok. I mean, they can do that if they want. These shirts cost like $1,200 a piece. I mean, That's a Louis Vuitton bag. Oh, I know Louis Vuitton. No. What are they doing? Yeah, that person was pouring wine in a Louis Vuitton bag.
I
So I don't
created
know.
Hint Water to make water taste
But
better.
that's not
We
what I
started
wanted to
in one
cover.
grocery store.
So you
Now
can
we're
find that
online.
over here. Um, so that would have been a very quick and easy video, but I wanted to cover this is Demna, and he is the main fashion designer. And I was going over his Instagram page yesterday. It looks like some stuff is already starting potentially to disappear, but I want to show you how warped their ads are and have been for a very long time. Here is, I don't like ugly things. Like, I don't know who came up with that. Okay. I don't understand. You know what I was thinking that these masks are used for? If you ever looked up Sanctum, it's called SNCTM. It's a private club, and it is like a BD blank M type of a club where celebrities and other people go, and they don't want to be recognized, so they often dress in disguises and wear masks, and that would be perfect for this kind of thing. Or, celebrities get, here's Kim, lots of Kim. They get tired of being recognized all the time, but I wanted to show some of these images of what these people call fashion. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think this page, I mean, if you're a model, are you even going to wear that? I don't think so. Uh, all right. I guess this was a Halloween shoot. Here's another very high fashion. Can't wait to wear it to my next prom. And here it is walking the runway. That's a dude. I don't know for sure that that's a dude, but I would guess it's a dude. Um, you got this guy, the piercings everywhere, more from the runway. So this was the Mudbug show that Kanye did his premiere in. You got these, which actually are kind of pretty, but where the hell are you ever gonna wear them? I just like the era where people wore these great big kind of ball gowns, but that's out of control, and that is just like a garbage can. Look at the person's face; it's pretty disturbing. Um, but it just gets worse, and I'm kind of sad that it looks like things are already being scrubbed. I wanted to get back also, I was reading what started, this is the big thing, these masks that we've seen Kanye in time and time again. I mean, what is the purpose? For Balenciaga's fall 2020 collection, a deranged twist of Cristobal's ecclesiastical garb. The designer tailed one of the first velvet dresses for a Marchioness to wear in church. He sent models in blacked out contact lenses, chastity belts, and flowing clerical robes, wading through recycled Paris gray water as the sound of a storm echoed. During the early days of COVID, when shows could no longer be presented live, he partnered with Epic Games on Afterworld. Okay, who cares? Here's more of the mask, more of the mask. We have Nicole Kidman. This has definitely had images taken down since yesterday. Because these are just, most of them look like normal fashion images, which was not what I was seeing yesterday, which is why you need to record things the minute you see them. But let me scroll a little further down. Here's Ye walking. He was the first person to walk in the Balenciaga fashion show. The first person to go out. And I'm really bummed. Here's more of that mask. These are all Kanye and Ye. So I was getting back to what originally started the feud between Kanye and Adidas. After Kanye had been working with them for years, all of a sudden Adidas puts out these Yeezy sliders that look just like Yeezys, but they were not Yeezys. They were a generic brand sold for much cheaper. So basically, while they had him under contract, they were stealing his ideas and putting them out there, um, which is a pretty cheesy thing to do. And I can understand why Kanye was infuriated by the whole thing. We are not going to see the stuff that I saw yesterday. Besides these black masks, he's clearly cleaning up his page, which is to be expected. They always do that, or they make it go private. You know, some of their fashions are actually kind of pretty. Like that is kind of pretty. Angelina Jolie, that's a little over the top. So they do make, you know, nice fashions. Tom Cruise, I don't know if that's a Photoshop. They do make some fashions that are pretty. This is kind of pretty. It's a little over the top. I think it's a wedding dress, but it's couture. And if you took off the huge veil, it's kind of a pretty dress. But then they push the other side of the envelope and go with the very freaky stuff, which was this mask, which was all the trend. Everybody was wearing it. This is their fashion show that they did at the New York Stock Exchange last summer. So I'm just going to keep going and see if I can find anything. There's the dress again, this pink dress. Look at her trying to walk in it. I mean, give me a break. Plus, that's a dude, I believe. I mean, if you took down the skirt a little bit, it's kind of pretty. Here we have Kim K, Nicole Kidman, all at the fashion show, which she walked in. She has pretty much adopted the brand, saying that it was Kanye who first introduced her to it. And she has since gone all in on wearing it. Here's someone wearing that crazy ass dress. Oh, they don't have them walking in it. See, stuff is being scrubbed. And I don't like it. So they're just putting up more of their so-called normal clothing these days. They don't even have Kylie Jenner was on here the other day. And actually what she see, like something like this is not that bad. Except for the mushroom hat. I don't know. The fashion world has always been very bizarre. Supposed to be pushing the limits. And Balenciaga is not the only fashion brand to do this. I can pull up lots of other fashion brands that have lots of bizarre things in them. Not only the fashion world, but we can get into the art world as well. I mentioned yesterday in my video that the art world is used, I believe, to launder money. And also, many times when artwork is shipped, the packages are not necessarily inspected the proper way. I'm going to steal Demna from Balenciaga. That was June 8th. So that was like in the beginning of his downfall, or his starting to speak out. He was mad at everybody. We got Madonna thinking she's cool. She will jump on any trend around. She's really lost it. But it's just this rubber mask after rubber mask after mask after mask after mask. And I don't really see any point in it. We have Anna Wintour here at the fashion show. She was commenting on how great she thought it was. Megan Thee Stallion was there. All the big stars. We have men in dresses here. These are famous people. This is Offset, Cardi B's husband. Here we have Balenciaga is going to begin to accept cryptocurrency. Interesting. So I had hoped to show you more, and I am not going to keep you any longer because nice dinner photo. Because the really extreme weirdo images are gone. Like, this is very pretty, I think. So it's not all wackadoo clothing, but a lot of it is, and I don't get it. You know, somebody that we know and love once said they will follow the stars, and people will. They'll see someone wearing that stupid, idiotic mask, and they will wear it themselves. And it's just ridiculous. Same way as Kanye went on Tucker Carlson and talked about how Hillary Clinton, you know, his wife, ex-wife, got a call from someone who was trying to get her to push a certain shot on people, and she does it because they are all owned, they are all controlled. And I know I'm scrolling through this and some people hate that. I do apologize, but it really makes me mad that it's being scrubbed one image at a time. We have Justin Bieber here, Kim and Northie, and Sainty in this picture. Lots of Kim still on here. And actually, yesterday there was lots of Kanye still on here. And there still kind of is, surprisingly. I thought he might have been scrubbed by now. We have Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. So if you think that this wasn't a big brand, it was very big. We've created our own rules. So the moral of the story is they waited for the controversy to die down, drop the lawsuits, and it's probably going to be back to business as usual. Why? Because the public is fickle, and they will jump on this story for 10 minutes and then they will forget about it, just like they do with other stories. We should still be screaming, "This is Ye" here. We should still be screaming about Lex Wexner, best friends with Jeffrey Epstein, who happened to own Victoria's Secret. We should be screaming about Peter Nygaard, another fashion guy who had an island and was doing things very similar to what Jeffrey Epstein was doing. It all goes hand in hand in hand, and the entire family in Balenciaga for family Christmas. And this must be after Kanye. This is Corey over here, Rain back there, but no Kanye. So Kanye must have been out of the house at this point. What I find interesting is I have some posts saved from way prior to 2019 with people wearing these kind of masks before there was any COVID even around. And that makes you wonder what the reasoning is behind that. We got Beyonce in full Gucci and Balenciaga. Some of them are kind of cute, actually, but all right, that's it for now. Turned into a much longer video than I thought. I'm sorry. Moral of the story is Milo's out. That's good for Kanye. I think he was a handler. I think he's a very strange dude. Nick, I don't know that much about, but he is also getting backlash for having Nick on the campaign. I don't even know that he has much of a campaign left, to be honest with you, but here we have Anna Wintour. If you don't know who she is, she's the head of Vogue magazine and has been for a very, very long time with Tom Ford, and this is Demna here. So they all roll in the same circles. They all spend their time patting each other on the back. You know, Anna Wintour is the head of Vogue, and she will go to a fashion show where these people are wearing these ridiculous outfits and come out of the fashion show talking about how great it was. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't consider that some great feat of fashion to me. Kim Kardashian wore that outfit to the Met Gala, and she didn't want to do it. And they told her she could not have the dress unless she wore the hood and the face covering. And she was kind of upset about it. And they said the whole purpose of it is because people will know your body. They don't even need to see your face. And so she did it. But it's just ridiculous. All right. Hit like, hit the thumbs up if you're even still watching. I will keep you posted on anything else as it comes up. This is Offset. His creativeness and vision for the brand is a beautiful thing. It's a big luxury band, but it still caters to the youth. I like that it continues to push the boundaries in fashion. Give me a break. Like, pushing the boundaries in fashion is not putting people in latex masks with ponytails sticking out of them. And don't even tell me that this was predicted on The Simpsons, because I will just, wow. I have to find out when this is. The Simpsons have predicted so many things.
March to memory. Record this. Oh my God. Thank you.
Marge, I owe it all to you. Is there anything else Paris can do for you? You name it.
Well, I've always heard.
All right. Bye, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'm going to keep scrolling through here. I know there was more crap on here yesterday. All right. Bye, guys.